Do you feel like God is calling you to greater, but you can't get clear on what he's trying to say to you? Do you see angel numbers and do these things pop up and coincidences started happening and butterflies are all in your face? Like, is God trying to get your attention? In this video, I'm going to share 3 signs that God is, in fact, trying to get your attention and awaken you to your next level of being. This is part 2 of a video that I shared with regards to the scripture, Romans 10:17, that says, faith comes by hearing, comma, and by the hearing of God. Can you hear what God is trying to say? And if you're straining, I want you to know it is typically a still small voice, or people will come and they will say things to you. But I want you to start to hear from God yourself and not allow external people to tell you what God told them to tell you, because people are manipulative. I want to be clear. People tell me all the time, God told me to tell you. I'll be like, no, I was asleep. The number one sign that God is trying to get your attention is you are severely uncomfortable. Like, the things that you used to do in your life that was okay for a season are no longer okay with you. You feel like you're being squeezed and you're under pressure and you're uncomfortable and you can't get right, like in life. You just can't get right. God is trying to get your attention to make you uncomfortable so you will move. Now, here's the thing. Think about when an eagle is preparing its eaglet to leave the nest. It starts to bring in thorns and thistles and rocks, because the eagle, when it's nurturing its eaglets, makes it very comfortable in the nest so that the eagles can grow and so they can become strong. But when it comes time for that eaglet to fly, the mom eagle will go out and bring things into the nest to purposely make it uncomfortable for the eaglet. And the eaglet doesn't know what is going on. It's because it's time to fly and to soar, and you have to be made uncomfortable. So if things are going on right now, if you've lost your job or a relationship or something is happening and you're stressed out and you can't figure out what's going on, God is trying to get your attention. We are in the new earth. We have stepped into the golden age. The frequency of the earth is rising, and you have to be able to awaken to your next level so you can move as the earth is moving. And it's hard to do that if you're frustrated and you're burning out and you are confused. So, number one, yes, it is highly likely that God is trying to get your attention, which now moves me into number 2. Can you actually hear? This is where self-care comes into play. This is my burnout recipe. And if you want to figure out which stage of burnout you're in, go ahead and take my burnout score quiz using the link in the description below. This is my self-care recipe that has assisted 300 people with recovering from the advanced and the critical stages of burnout. 1, meditate for 5 minutes 3 times a week. 2, work out 30 minutes 3 times a week. And 3, sleep 8 hours 3 times a week. If God is trying to talk to you, it's hard to hear if you are stressed out. It's hard to hear if your voice is telling you all the things that are going to go wrong and you are freaked out. It's hard to hear if you're burning out and you have reduced brain capacity. I promise you, I mentally collapsed in 2013 from stage 12 burnout. I was incapable of rational thought. I'm pretty sure scientifically I wanted to research it, but you don't have a lot of oxygen that's going to your brain. So it's hard to process complex information and data. You have absolute reduced brain capacity. So if you can't hear you, and if you have all these things that are going on in your mental state, yes, it is going to be hard to hear from God. So I want you to consider to take care of yourself. These things are free. So you can turn down the noise a little bit and be able to hear what God is trying to say, which now moves me into point number 3. Turn down the noise. Social media. the news, negative conversations, complaining. Jim Rome said, spend 5 minutes complaining and you've wasted five. The world is so noisy and loud and negative. I have deleted multiple apps off my phone. I have pulled back off of social media because it is so negative. And when I was in stage 12 burnout recovering, I got off of social media for 2 years. And here's the thing. People always have these quizzes of give up your phone for 30 days or take $1,000,000. People are, oh my God, I can't get my phone up. When you are in the critical stages of burnout, it is time for you to learn how to take care of yourself and go on a mental detox. It's been said that we process more information in a day than our great grandparents processed in their lifetime. We are in information overload. Looking at what people have for breakfast and for lunch. Looking at people that we don't even know go on vacation. And depending on how mature you are, dare I say older, but Gen X, we remember a time where if you rang our phone, one, you had to get our parents to answer, but we didn't have caller ID and voicemail and answer machines and all these things. So if you trying to run game with somebody, they be like, I'm gonna call you at 8 o'clock. You have to sit by the phone and actually wait till 8 o'clock. The Cosby Show came on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. We had to wait until Thursday night at 8 o'clock to be able to watch that show. There was no immediate expectation of a response. There was no immediate, let me binge watch 28 episodes of whatever and then skip to the end and not enjoy the journey of life. And so I want to invite you to slow down and change before life makes you change. Because when life makes you change, that is a breaking point that I don't suggest for anybody. I did it. So I'm here to try to save you from self destruction because once I burned out, I learned that I had full power and control to save myself before I burned my mental health down to two atoms. And when I lost my mind, I lost all of my money. It took me 4 years to recover mentally. It took me 7 years to recover financially. And when I got to a place when I had nothing, and in my mind, even after being a successful military officer, I'm a no one. I could hear God clearly then, but I had blown up my whole life and my mental mindset and my money and my cars and Paris and all the bougie things that I like to do. When I couldn't do them anymore, God was like, do you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I was like, yeah, I can hear you, Lord. What you got for me? So to recap on the three things that I want you to consider doing is number one, know that you being uncomfortable is God trying to get your attention. He's just trying to get your attention anyway. It's time to shift into the new earth and find your purpose and figure out what you're meant to do so you can get busy on the path of doing that. 2, take care of yourself so you can hear. And 3, turn down the noise. With that, I hope that you've enjoyed this information. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave me a comment below and let me know what was your greatest takeaway from this video. Like and subscribe to this podcast. And again, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next video.